Welcome back, YouTubers. I am Proto Mario, and today I wanted to discuss judgment. Judgment comes in many forms and mostly is dictated towards Christianity. In most instances and cases, many people believe that Christians are the ones that are judging people. But first, let's define judgment. Judgment in many definitions can be many different things, but in the context that we are discussing, judgment is basically looking down upon someone or believing someone is in the right or wrong based upon your own decision on the matter. So, judgment. What is judgment? How does judgment go about? Well, when most people consider Christians to be judgmental, they're in themselves they are judging. So if you say, well, he's a Christian and he judges me, well, you're judging him for being judgmental of you. Therein, you are being judgmental. The question is, what are the grounds and the basis for this judgment? Is it permissible or is it not? Is it being to an extreme level or is it being justified? In many stances, it can be justified based upon the person's belief. Whether or not you believe that person to be wrong is the basis upon which you're judging them. For example, if you believe homosexuality is wrong, and you tell someone that is engaging in homosexual behavior that they are going to go to hell, you are judging them. But you're judging them based upon your beliefs in the good book, which states that homosexuality is abomination to God and a sin. Sins can't get into heaven, therefore homosexuals or people who practice homosexuality are going to hell because the book states that homosexuality is a sin, therefore sinners go to hell. Pretty simple, very basic principle there. But that's based upon your belief. That's your beliefs, that's how it works out. Now, if you believe that that person is wrong for not being open-minded and judging the person who's judging the homosexual, then you yourself are judging. Let me put it to you more in a different aspect. Would you be angry at someone for judging a person who murdered people? No. That's a murderer. You wouldn't say, well, you don't know their heart, they could go to heaven. But truly, you don't know their heart, because they could eventually go to heaven. Still, they have to live with the consequences of their sin. They murdered a bunch of people. Probably going to be pretty troubling if they ever do convert to Christianity and feel the convictions of the murders that they did commit. I'll take it to another level. Stealing. If someone robbed you and you caught them, would you judge them? Or would you say, not a big deal? No, you would be upset at them for stealing. Especially if they stole a lot, or stole something big, like your car, or a big TV, or a computer, or something that you've invested a lot of money and time in. The same could be said about a rapist. Well, the guy raped the chick. And it's not some kind of statutory, no, he just straight up raped her. Now, would you sit here and say, well, he's going to heaven because he knows Jesus? No. You would judge that person and say he's probably going to go to hell for being a rapist. Rape isn't good. You shouldn't do it. So, when you judge people, you're not judging them based upon a certain context or connotations. Usually people judge each other based upon their religious beliefs, convictions, etc., etc. You get it, right? So it's very interesting that there are very few matters that get really bogged down in the judgment cycle. You wouldn't say to a killer that you shouldn't judge that killer. You didn't know what was going on in his mind. He killed a bunch of people. On the same token, you wouldn't say that to a homosexual. You wouldn't say to a homosexual, well, you're going to hell. Most people wouldn't. Most people would let it go or not speak on the matter, or maybe they would speak out in defense of the homosexual. Me personally, I love every homosexual that there is, and I hope they all go to heaven. I know that homosexuality is a sin, and in God's eyes it's a sin. That's the bottom line. I can't change God. I can only live by the rules that he sets, or at least try to. In judging, guys, no one's perfect. No one has 100% of the answers, but you do have a nice reference guide, the Bible, and you also have your own convictions that you can go by. Combining these two, along with several references within your lifetime, you shouldn't go too wrong. However, there are people out there who are mistaught, mistreated, and misjudged. Remember, guys, if you've ever been judged wrongly, remember how bad it feels to be judged wrongly, and try and change the cycle of events. The world's the way it is because too many people have stated that the world is the way it is and it can't be changed. Yes, it may not be able to be changed vastly, but if everybody stopped for one moment and picked up the slack and stopped judging each other based upon wrong convictions and things of this nature, the world wouldn't be such a bad place. In the very end, guys, the judgment is left up to you, and judge not lest ye be judged. So, if you are judging many people, like karma, it will come back to you. I'm Protomaria, and I'm signing out, and I hope you enjoyed my judgment commentary here. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below, because I would love to hear your replies. And also, please give me a little thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and favorite it if you really favorited the video. And, anything else you feel that would be necessary. I could always use an extra subscription, or if you're just feeling like passing by, then nothing else is required of you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you here again tomorrow.